Hi everybody. Sorry I'm late. I was doing laundry. It's Billy's fault. We had a interesting. We came from practice, then we had to feed the dogs, and I had to just finish up with a few laundry. And I thought I was gonna be on time. I actually thought I was gonna be early, guys. But no, the light skinned guy needed some clothes, some work clothes, and the other light skinned guy needed school clothes. So, hey, Urban, Whiteside, how are you, fam? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Who else? Howard J. I'm sweating. Listen, guys, it's 92 degrees. 92. Hey, $2. we was I so I forgot my socks. Hey Willie sir, I forgot my socks and sneakers. And I was gonna run in some flip flops, but I was like, let me not do it. After yesterday's situation. Yesterday during practice, we had a really bad situation. Hey Crafty Leo, Whiteside, I'm so glad you're in here because I was told to reach out to you even though it was very, very last minute and I procrastinate a lot. But I heard that you was a track coach. So I would like for you to get on a panel today. So I after we explain what happened yesterday to one of our teammates. Hey Cheryl.
Hey, Walt. Well,
Jana. What's going on, Jana?
Hey, Willis and Jane.
So
What's going on, Urban? Hello, Gina.
Alex.
Hello, Sherry. Oh, stop the bleed! Stop the bleed! What side tactical? So instead we doing that take money. Well, we still gonna do take money, but for the white side, we're gonna do stop the bleed, or I am.
Yeah, you're gonna be like stop the bleed, and it's
White side tactical.
It's white side tactical.
White side.
White side. Okay. Hey Coy.
Yeah, Coy. Is that everyone? Well, not everyone.
That's everybody that commented. But bring that chair, clean that chair up for your father. I'm live. Alex B do this every time I'm live. It's Wednesday shenanigans. I didn't even put them up. That's what I'm gonna start naming. That's what we're gonna start naming Wednesday. Wednesday shenanigans. Between
no, it's not Wild Wednesday. I didn't put them up.
I'm confused on why you got this long sleeve shirt on.
Because it's
92.
I can't find my freaking t-shirt. My white t-shirt.
Hey Ray official.
What up, Ray? Pimpin' Ray.
What's going on?
Remember when we made that joke about the lawnmower?
What?
With Ray.
With Ray official? No, I forgot. But so practice today went pretty well. They only did a mile and a half. We're doing a half. We're doing for today and tomorrow. We're just doing.
Way more than yeah.
You did. Yeah. So they did the tree line today. So I think they did 2 miles. They did do 2 miles today. But they're doing a half a practice because of a situation that me and Billy had to help with. Like I said, with one of the runners yesterday. We'll get into that once he gets in here. He'll here taking his time. But so and Saturday there's a track meet. So she's not pushing them as hard as she usually does just because of the heat. And my thing is I know my child. And I feel like if every parent knows their child, you have to take responsibility and step up and do what's right for your child, right? So I had asked some of these runners today, like, hey, did you guys drink? Did you guys eat and drink? Most of them did not eat, like my child, but my child ate as soon as he got home. And I made him drink water. He decided to drink some sweet tea and not listen and drink some water. But he also drank water, at practice. I made him bring water. But some of these kids was like, no, I didn't eat nothing. I didn't drink nothing. I enjoyed the AC. Or I had a few things I had to do. So I'm looking at the coach and I was like, yeah, so Alex is going to do a light jog. And in between, he's definitely drinking something. Like he's not doing the whole 2 miles without drinking. And I kind of felt bad because I know he has a track meet on Saturday, so he should be able to push through it. But hopefully it won't be as warm as it is today. I'm kind of hoping it would be, and his actual time where he starts running is at 10 a.m. So I'm hoping don't don't the coaches give the children orange? No, Urban, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into this. I'm telling y'all gonna be just as mad as I was yesterday. Billy was twice as mad, maybe more than that, yesterday after what happened. Hold on for 1 second. I'm sorry, guys. Hey, Mira, what's going on? Billy's doing too much, guys. I think we're gonna start the topic without him. I'm gonna drop the link for because I know you guys may want to come up in the middle of this, just so you guys can give me your inputs. Um, y'all know how I am towards my school district and everybody that's in it. More or less, I'm even more mad and more active. I feel like I got to get more active on the sports side of things. Um, and we even had a situation today with Alex in school and that I have to go to the school tomorrow to address because I feel as parents, if we sign a paper that says, do not give my child this, and they say, well, I don't care what your mom says, and they still give it to my child, that's just like a whole should I bring my lawyer type situation. So I was really upset. I had to call Billy, make sure they didn't call Billy, and I got just left out of the circle, which I would have been okay with, but I know Billy would have at least communicated like, hey, they did do this, and then I had to talk to Alex like, right from wrong. Regardless of this adult, if you know you're not allowed to have this, you do not take it. I don't care who it is. If I say no, I mean no. So let me talk about what happened because it's a real serious situation, and I'm glad Billy and I was there to help with the situation and keep everybody calm the way we did. um Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Hey, Gina.
Hey,
How are you? Oh, you over here showing off. Oh, I like that shirt.
y'all, y'all better get y'all some merch.
It looks good
Better
on
get
you.
y'all some merch.
That looks good on
That's
you.
that My Flat Family merch that she be sliding in like it ain't no big deal. Hey, Pia. hmm And this ain't listen. When I got my package, because I got three,
Mhm.
and she went willy nilly on one a
I said,
lot,
listen.
a
So
lot, and I love it. And y'all won't see it until the regular meetup.
you're not gonna show nobody to the meetup? Oh wow. Because I was acting bougie with that one though. I
And
was.
I'm gonna act just as bougie. That's how much I liked it. Where is Billy?
Billy's taking a shower. So since you know this, I told you the story yesterday and
Yes,
how Billy flipped out. I'm
yes,
we're gonna just go
yes.
ahead and start
And
it
he
into
was,
the
and I saw, and I actually talked to him as well because he came and when we were talking, and
right.
he was not happy about what happened
Right.
yesterday.
And then first let's talk about today and then we talk about yesterday.
hmm
So Alex has been working out with us and Alex has been showing off in school in this between social studies class and business class. He has these three girls that really like him, and Alex is Alex. So Alex was like, been doing push-ups every day in the middle of class to show off in front of these girls. So now his arms and his chest is sore because he's
That's
been
what he
doing
get.
right push-up. He's been doing 20 push-ups in school, in class, in the middle of class, and then he comes home and he works out with his parents. So he went to the nurse. Alex knows he's not allowed to go to the nurse without calling. So Alex went to the nurse twice today. Now, keep in mind, we don't know this. Alex comes home. Hey, Alex, how was school? I went to the nurse. Why you go to the nurse? Because I've been doing all these pushes and I'm sore. She thinks I pulled something, so she put some biofreeze on me. No, she didn't, because she's not allowed to put anything internal or external on you without my permission. So she did it. No, she did, and she gave me ibuprofen. And I told her that I'm not allowed to take medication. And she was like, he said, you should call my parents first just to see what my mom says. But 9 out of 10, my mom's going to come pick me up. This is going to stop you from coming back to my office. Go ahead and take these 2 pills and go back to class. Alex takes the pills. Now, I had to yell at Alex because, Alex, you know the rules. Oh, you have a cell phone. I made it clear to them they cannot take away your cell phone because they didn't purchase it. I did. So you were supposed to call me and say, Mom, I'm at the nurse. She's telling me to take something that I'm not supposed to. What should I do? Alex, at that point, I would have went up there, corrected the nurse, had a whole situation up there, and then I would have politely just brought you home. It'd have been nothing to bring you home if they can't follow my rules and regulations. I'm not asking for much. So, right, Urban, Alex does know better. So I said, so what happened, Alex? Oh, I took the ibuprofen and I did another 10 push-ups. So now I got to go to the school to deal with the damn nurse after having to deal with this boy. And I said, Alex, if you was already in pain, why would you do another 10? Because you know this girl I like, and you know I got to be flexing. And don't go to the damn nurse. You know you're not allowed to go to the nurse. You go to the nurse for this, for stupid shit. And I get frustrated.
Where is Alex at?
He went to church because I told him he needed.
I was about to let him have it. I don't know if my face was reading that, but it should have been because he was about to.
It was.
I'm glad C just not in here because she probably would have been like, "You better not say that."
I would have my baby alone.
Watch this on the replay.
I was supposed to get it, not the nurse. Ray, I agree with you, and that's why he got in trouble.
Actually, they both did, Ray, because she signed paperwork.
I did sign the paperwork.
They have you fill out that stuff to ask you if it's okay to do. So if I have something on file that says it's not okay to do, you should not even be offering it.
Right. Period. Hey, Howard J.
If you're not going to take the time to make sure when that my child comes, why are you having me fill out the paperwork to begin with?
That's what I was saying. That's my frustration, and that's what I have to bring up to the school. Hey, Shanna, why do I get this whole big packet of papers to fill out for you not to follow those rules?
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, I make it clear. I do not sign off of it unless we go back and we go over everything, and I make it clear on why respect the fact that I don't give my child medication. Respect the fact that he tells you he does not take medication. And the fact that he was already in the school district. So when he was in elementary school, they called me for every little thing because they know Alex.
That's what they need to do, because they should have sent his little butt right back to class. You need to be hurting because you was all brag. He was bragging about it yesterday when he was talking to me.
Right.
You know, yeah, I did. G. I did 20 push-ups in business class.
In business class, when I was supposed to be over there flexing for the girls. Now the girls are not here. Now your ass is sore, in trouble. Now I gotta go up to school and act like a whole damn parent. Hey, Miss D. Hey, Jovan.
I was just asking where you were. Hey, Jovan. Hey, Chicago Mike. I'm like, hi, Misty. I was like, where Billy at? Because he needs to express his frustration.
So my thing is this.
Wait, we didn't tell it. We was just talking about.
Oh, we haven't told yesterday. We talking about today. Do you know about today?
I do.
What were your thoughts?
I'm not as upset.
With who? Either with Alex or the school?
I mean, I'm frustrated with Alex for being, I don't want to say over exaggerating, but he tries to prove himself and keep up. And it ain't, he got hurt, trying to show off. So that, it is what it is. But
yes,
as far as like the nurse's office and all that, that's not a big deal to me.
Why?
Well, I think
I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I just
I'm thinking you saying it faster than I can say it though.
I think that a lot of parents should be aware if medication or anything is being given to their children, and nurses should check if there's any allergies or signatures of refusal and shit like that. They should check.
Right.
Especially before, a medicine drawer in the nurse's office generally is locked up with a key. So if you got time to think about that key, you got time to check it out. I'm not too excited about that part. That should have been done right. But the fact that Alex is not allergic or anything, I'm not overreacting.
I get that because that there was no risk. But the thing is, what you said, that was what I was thinking. Like they don't know that he didn't have any allergy.
Right.
And that's dangerous because there are a lot of kids in schools that do have allergies. And just imagine he did and they gave him something and now you're at the hospital because your child had a reaction to something you told them in writing not to do.
Yeah.
Right.
And there's also a lot of religious reasons. A lot of people won't take certain foreign medicines or Western medicines and all that. So on that part, there's something to say. It's just a conversation, not a,
it is a conversation. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to tear their heads off, but it is definitely a conversation.
Right.
But they also need to know how this could have really went bad. And this could help them not make the mistake with someone who does have allergies.
Yeah. And oftentimes I can remember as a kid, a situation like that where they would expect you to have knowledge of what you can and can have. So I can imagine the nurse might have, they didn't strap them down and say, take this. Would you like a penicillin or whatever the hell they give them, aspirin to make you feel better? I don't know. Sorry. I don't take much medicine. So, would you like an aspirin to make you feel better? And then a 12, 13, 14-year-old kid say, yeah, that'll help. Problem solved, send them back to class. They're not fucking doctors. They're nurses that are probably getting paid $18 an hour, on some, half-ass retirement shit.
I agree with that. Which is more reason why you should look at that. That's why they're having you fill out the paperwork.
Right.
It's so that they don't deal with a situation where they have caused harm and now the family is suing the school district.
Yeah.
So that was somebody's misstep.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, man.
But he needs look. I already told Erica if he was still there, he was about to get it.
Yeah, because he knew better, especially if he told them.
Well, I mean, is that a talk that we've had?
No, not about that. I'm talking about the push-ups.
I tell you all the time. You be like, oh, when he's not feeling well, you be like, oh, what can we give him? I'm like, nothing. He could just eat or drink something.
But did you say, Alex, listen, I'm checking off. No, do not give my son medicine.
Yes.
And he was listening.
Yes. He even told the nurse.
Oh, so he did tell the nurse.
He did tell the nurse, and she said, well, take this and go back to class.
All right. Well, that's something to check into now.
That's why I'm frustrated.
Now, see, I'm frustrated with him with the push-ups because he did more. But even the fact that he was sore from doing the first ones, they should have just called you. I would have been like, send his butt to class. He shouldn't be doing push-ups to begin with.
Right.
I didn't send him to school to do push-ups. Send him to class. Tell him if he do another push-up, I'm coming up there.
Right.
I'm a pull up. You push up, I'm a pull up.
I am that mama.
Hey, G Mama Grows, Joseph Harris.
What's up, everybody?
Deli.
Look. Oh, you're showing me the shirt.
Billy. You know what, Billy? Don't go off topic.
Sorry.
This is PG.
Okay,
Right.
It's your birthday. It's my birthday. All right. Just kidding.
I can't with him. All right, so then let's go to the topic. Whiteside, I hope you're still listening. So yesterday during track practice, they had to run 3 miles and then do another 2 miles doing hills. So they go up a hill, sprint up a hill, jog down a hill. And they had to do that about 20 times, which would give them, I think, a mile and a half or something like that, she was saying. So I was just like, all right, it's warm. And she's like, yeah, but the temperature's cooler, which it was cooler, but there was no wind. So you still felt that heat. So one of the girls was coming back around, and you can tell like something was off. You could just tell.
Well, mind you, hold on. We talked to the coach.
Oh yeah.
Prior to practice, and usually they'll do a lap, rest, get water, a lap, rest, get water, a lap, rest, get water. She said that today they're going straight through, no rest until they go over to do the hills.
Right.
So we both thought, maybe that's a little much.
Right.
But okay, we got a meet coming up in a couple of days.
So we was like, all right, we understand. But again, if you guys, everybody that's in here that knows Alex is gonna do his own thing. Alex is like, if I get hot, I'm stopping. I'm drinking my water.
Either way, what the young lady said was they're gonna go straight through. So right. All right, cool. Erica and I are gonna do 3 laps ourselves.
Right.
So we do the laps, and as we go through the laps, she gets mad at me, but I check on the kids by just messing with them, just to make sure they're good, or give them something to talk to along this long ass run. So on our 3rd lap, coming in right to where you finish up, we see a young lady, part of the team, a 7th grader, on the ground, and the coach and one other parent over her.
Right.
And I said to Eric, I said, you want to stop for this? Didn't know the extreme of it. And the young lady was not responsive. She was breathing decent.
You could tell she was breathing because you could see her chest moving.
She's asthmatic.
Right. So I said, well, let's get her pumped because she's not responsive. Meaning the only way for her to communicate with us was by blinking.
Mm-hmm.
She couldn't.
And that was random.
Right. And that was, like he said, random. There was no movement. She couldn't. Her body was twitching. So I said, it's either her sugar dropped or she's dehydrated because her body's responding, but not in the way we want it to respond.
Mm-hmm.
So the coach is like, I never seen this. Now at this point, this little girl, we have to lay down because now her eyes are rolling back. So I tell Billy, go check the car. Let's see whatever we have in the car, just bring. Because at this point, I'm scared she's going to start having seizures. So then Billy brings the blanket. We put her on a blanket. We get or as many water bottles as possible. We put them in between her legs, underneath her underarms, behind her neck. Another parent comes over, which I've just found out today. She is part of the EMS team.
Oh yeah,
and then her aunt that was there is a nurse at the local doctor's office here. So they're like, she's like, yeah, she never had anything. She's not diabetic. Like, okay, but you're the nurse and you're EMS, so we should be doing more. So I was like, well, let's pour the water on her. Billy's like, let's give her some sugar. We didn't have anything or, that was going on. So now we're still trying to find different ways of trying to get her cool, keep her private, like pouring water on her. And I felt like, again, force her to drink some fluids. So I'm like, just massage her neck. It will go down regardless if she's not responding to anything. If you give her the fluids and she's sitting up and you massage their throat, that liquid will still go down. It will still help her keep her cool.
That could be risky though.
It could be risky, but I'm willing to take.
I'm not willing to take a risk like that with somebody else's child. So now,
but I'm not having. I don't want her to stroke out at the same time.
I don't want her to have food in her mouth or a drink while she strokes out. So either way, that's the part of I think the entire episode is to understand simple medical treatment and how to see things coming. And if we continue to talk about the school and their policies and etc., nobody knew this child's history. Luckily, her aunt was on site, and just because she came to watch her run, she wasn't there to be a nurse or EMS. Right. But these coaches have these children out here with zero knowledge of their history, contacts to emergency personnel or people in the family even, and also zero training on how to deal with the scenario themselves.
Right.
Zero medic bags. Nothing. If a kid got a damn scrape, they couldn't put a Band-Aid on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that. For us, that was an eye opener because we would expect it. If it was the football team, they'll fix a broken bone on the field.
Right.
But it came to, track team, and who the fuck cares about track? You know what I'm saying? So it was interesting to see how these shit.
No, I have a question, but go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was going to ask, how come they don't know the history? You guys don't have to get physicals for your kids to...
You do. And we handed her the people. So it's not like...
So somebody
dropped
the ball.
Okay.
But that wasn't the part that I was frustrated about.
Yeah.
I was frustrated when she called the athletic director and she came in there drinking her cold water, strolling, asking questions. And you didn't bring a medical bag? You didn't bring no ice?
The athletic director didn't even get onto her knee.
Right.
She stood up the whole time, asking what happened. And she had no medical training either.
None.
So Tech Money, what up?
Hey, 2A in LA, we did. We had to call 911. So because it was no way of us getting her to be responsive.
Like I said, Whiteside is in here, and he's a great example. And I spoke to Whiteside earlier today, and he loves spreading the word. Stop the Bleed classes. He loves spreading the word, responding, being the first responder, because we waited about 19 minutes for EMS to show up to that high school.
Right.
No police officers ever showed up.
Nope.
And 19 minutes, you got about 3 minutes before shit can go real bad.
Right.
And on the last part of that 17 minutes, the girl started shaking.
Right.
So this is something that I wish I had training myself, and this is why we're doing it. We never come on here claiming to have the perfection. You know what I'm saying? This is an eye-opener for us and hopefully everybody who hasn't been through something like this, to get yourself some classes, understand what a person's body is going to do during a certain ailment, understand the signs, keep certain things in. We got caught out there naked pretty much. Keep certain things in your bag. Thermometer was a huge part of what we should have had. Yep. The girl had 103 temperature. We were pouring ice on her. We didn't know if she had a temperature or not. We were just trying to cool her down because we figured she would possibly be hot.
Right.
But she had 103 temperature. Her aunt luckily had a what do you call that finger pulse thing?
The oxygen. Yeah, the O2. It reached your O2.
We couldn't get a reading.
She had it. It wasn't working out too well until after a while. But knowing how to work that, I would cut it on, look at numbers, see them, and not know what the fuck they mean. I don't know how many heartbeats it's supposed to be in a 12-year-old's beats. I don't know. Did I say that right?
No, but we understand.
But that's
was
why.
Was it reading a heartbeat or was it reading the O2?
No, it's supposed to read the O2. That's why
it doesn't read the pulse too.
Yeah, and your O2 should be 95 or better. If it's under that, then they usually get concerned.
Yeah.
It's 95. It's supposed to be 100.
That's something I don't know personally. I'm 43 years old, and I don't know that what it's supposed to be. I'm sure some people in the chat possibly that wouldn't be able to know what a good number is if you've seen it.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Erica takes my blood pressure every, now and again. I don't know what the hell a good blood pressure is.
Yeah.
No clue. I'm like, is it good or bad? Well, it's this. Is it good or is it bad? You know what I'm saying? Those simple things, like I said, Whiteside, North Florida Tactical, there's a lot of people in our community that stress these things. It's not because they're trying to make a buck. Some of the classes are free.
Yeah.
They stress these things. Be ready because it's going to take a minute for people to get to where you're at.
Yeah.
And that's just something that we, a lot of things we learned firsthand because of the situation. And the situation could have been a lot worse,
And it absolutely could have been a lot worse because what I thought about is you said that she has asthma, which was something that's very important to know of any athlete to make sure that you are prepared if something happens. My nephew played football and basketball he's grown now, but all through high school and college. And he's allergic to bee stings because when he was like 3 years old, he was at his grandfather's who lives in the country, and he was messing with a beehive and got swarmed and almost died from it. So just one bee sting now could send his body into shock. So he has to carry an EpiPen. People need to know, like, that's important. Right. Like somebody might not even notice there's a bee in a bee stings someone, but you notice the person laid out and you don't know why they're laid out. If you know that they're allergic to bee stings, you're going to be wondering if that might be what happened. Like,
well, another point that you bring up, people need to know how and where to administer an EpiPen.
Yeah.
A lot of people that need them carry them.
Yeah.
But they're not in a condition to do it to themselves all the time.
Yep.
I can't remember. Alex was like 4 years old. His brother is a very strong in need of EpiPens. His allergies are crazy. So we showed Alex how he most likely be the closest one to him at the time, how to administer it. But there's a lot of grown ass people who don't know where to put it, how to do it, how to read it, see if it's expired, shit like that. Zach, what up, big baby?
What's going on, Zach?
What up, man? What up? I'm just listening to the conversation. I had a question for you. The young lady who passed out, did her parents know she had issues, or because I'm kind of playing devil's advocate a little bit because I've been in Lil Zach play sports. And I've been in a situation. I can only react to the way people responded here because we've had that type of thing happen. I'm at with Lil Zach. He didn't eat what he was supposed to or whatever. But I was there. But then all the rest of the parents rushed out of nowhere. People had ice, they had cold towels, they would, you need this, you need that. But unfortunately, I had everything. We go up, we got ice, we got everything, fan, the cooler, umbrellas, all that type of stuff. And that's why, and how come the coaches didn't know or were aware? Because sometimes the coaches aren't aware, but that person's parents should have known that, okay, this could happen and they need to be prepared because you got your kid out there and it's 100 degrees and they're running 4 miles.
So in this case, apparently the mother was not aware. She's never had an episode like this.
Right.
And nor the aunt ever known it to be an issue. The mother was contacted
a couple of times.
I guess
because
she got there before the EMS got there.
Yeah.
From wherever she was, home or work or something, she got there before the EMS got there. And she still, as a parent, she played the background. Now, mind you, other parents.
I don't understand that either.
Yeah, other parents are there. And as a parent, she had no idea what to do.
Nothing.
So that's also a scary thing.
Okay, Gina.
So in order for you guys to know that girl was asthmatic, somebody had to say the girl had asthma. Was it the aunt?
No, I knew because I seen her use the pump before. So that's what made me say, well, it's, where's her asthma pump? Let's start there.
Right. So mom does know the child has she had this type of episode? Maybe not. But anytime asthma is in play, this can happen. This is the whole reason why they carry a pump. So to say that, nobody knew this could happen. No, that's part of being asthmatic. This can happen.
Yeah, I have my first cousin. She passed away from that. She had a real bad asthma attack one evening, and then she was here and she was just gone. Real young girl, one of my favorite cousins. I grew up with her, so I understand the whole asthmatic thing really, really well. Because through our whole childhood life, it was always an issue. She was an asthmatic since she was a child. So that's why I kind of don't understand that you wouldn't. That would be the first thing you would tell people. If Lil Zach was asthmatic, that would be the first thing I would tell people. Because I know that'll kill you. That can, just out of nowhere, you mess around and you be gone from here.
Being active causes your body to be a little exerted, and that's what can bring on an asthma attack,
right?
Amongst other things. But come on, people.
Because I understand that maybe the coaches, and this is something the coaches should have known. And if you have somebody around you like that, you keep an eye on them. It's like when we go places, right?
That you noticed it, you saw that, and you were able to, because you're a parent that's paying attention. Like you knew something, the coach ain't even paying attention. This is not okay.
So let me give y'all this part of it too. And I'm not sure if this could play into anybody else's lifestyle that has children in school and sports and shit like that. When we go out, and Alex just newly started, it's been like 3 weeks or so.
Right.
We're on the track with him. Well, it's not even a track, but we're on the property with him. So if something, is a situation, we're in movement. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully we can be close enough to it. The coach doesn't run with them. No. The coach stays at the finish line, or the start line. Mind you, they go a mile in a loop.
Where we can't see
in the woods, like in the trees and shit like that, which I don't prefer either. And there's a fucking track. It's like they go around the track.
Coach ain't got a bike?
Huh?
Coach ain't got a bike? If she don't want to run, or
that's what I'm saying.
That would be nice. But so just little things that I think that they need to change. Today, they every lap they stopped, drank water, chilled out for about 2 or 3 minutes.
And they did the buddy system, which I recommended. And I was like, listen, when I did cross country or even just track regular, we did the buddy system. Because if you're in those woods, and again, you can't see them, I can't see them. That girl could have been there for God knows how long until somebody went back around through them woods and been like, oh shit. So this girl passed out. I think you guys need to get to her. Now we got to run into the woods and figure out where this girl is at in the woods.
Yeah.
And does she have an inhaler with her?
No. And that was another thing.
It was at the
No, it was in the vehicle.
Oh,
and the coach had to go through her book bag.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. How come the coach didn't make sure that this young lady had her? Somebody has an issue like that. How come she didn't make sure she had her pump with her?
Small town Georgia.
You asking all the questions we was cursing about that part.
There's fault on all sides, because as a parent, it's my responsibility to make sure that my child is safe above everybody else. I don't care what anybody else is doing. It's my job first to make sure, hey, they have this issue, so I need to make sure that if something happens, they can handle this. If I'm like, here, you put this around your neck. I don't care if I make a special pouch. You got to put it around your neck, put it under your shirt, put it, whatever. It's my job to make sure that. But it's also, as a backup, the coach is supposed to be responsible. And usually coaches are real responsible for their teams or whatever. I mean, they treat them like their kids sometimes.
Yes.
And so I don't get that. I don't get that.
So, Jovan, what you said is something that they did today.
Yep.
We were at about a quarter mile, and their coach was at like 3/4 of a mile. And then their parents or whoever the fuck was at the finish line each lap. So we had checkpoints today. I spoke to every single runner that went by, and just a couple of them were conversating. You could tell they are, hey, y'all good? Yeah, I'm good, sir. And then some of them, were just in their own zone, but stuck with the buddy system. And You just yell at them real quick, see if they respond good, and it's all good. So there's nothing to, at least you're aware. Oh, this kid is dragging, or this kid, don't look like they're gonna finish another lap. Cell phones, we call up, hey, keep an eye on, Roger or fucking Bradley. Mm-hmm. And so that's a dope thing too, them checkpoint systems. It sucks for us because I like to get out there and run too.
I mean, hopefully, what happened scared the hell out of the coach, and she'll get it together and make sure that this doesn't happen, or try to prevent it. Because anything can happen. Something can go wrong, and they can run 50 feet, and all of a sudden you pass out or whatever. With asthma, it could be any sort of thing. It could be dust, get you going, or whatever. But,
there's a lot of things that could make a difficult situation, and my biggest thing is, I think that these personnel should be trained and also equipped. Mm-hmm. Shit, Nita stepped in an anthill in South Georgia.
Right.
Sent her to the hospital.
Right.
We've anthills every 2 steps on that track, by that track.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And them things are fire ants. They really hurt. It's poison that they put into.
I've been hit by the sun sniper. They had to take me to I had to take care of me. And there's some people that I really, really have a great admiration for, because they made sure that I took care of me today. Made sure, I had to get me to the hospital and all that stuff. So that happened. That wasn't the first time that happened to me. That happened to me too when they did like some anniversary on the March on Washington. I was there. And I passed out there too. Had to take me to the tent and give me Gatorade and all that stuff.
Oh, you ain't tell nobody you was a habitual passer outer.
No, that's not the first time that happened.
And see, it could be so many other
you don't get enough fluids if you constantly passing out like that.
No, it was just too hot. I couldn't take it.
Look, we was at SHOT Show. Zach was in the bed, and I'm on the phone with Erica, like, I'm not sure if he's alive right now. He ain't moving.
But yeah, I see, back when I was in school, most of my coaches were health teachers as well. They were a health teacher as well as coaches for basketball, football, or track. So I don't know. It just feels like they had a parent volunteer is what it feels like.
Right.
Right.
So
this is the next part that got, I think, Billy and I mad, because, it did get us pissed off, because EMS now arrives at the scene.
Oh, these retarded asses.
Billy! Wait, let me.
Sorry.
God. Bring your blood pressure down some. So now EMS comes to the scene. Okay? He's strolling. He's taking his slow time out of the truck. There, the coach goes over there, gives him the whole rundown and everything. After this is me telling her, waving hands so they know that we need it and no other sports needs it, because there's other sports out there.
Like a fucking groomsman walking a bridesmaid down the damn
slow. Mm-mm. So he's asking questions. He's asking the mom. The mom is like telling the aunt, because she's the nurse, and she knows her whole history, whatever. So he's now there talking and with everything, and then they stand her up. Now Billy's like, "Let's go ahead, let's leave." And I was like, I kind of want to see what happens, but at the same time, I don't want to be there. So now they stand her up. She's still unresponsive. Then he picks her up and carries her to the bus.
Didn't put on a gurney and make sure her back was. He didn't do none of that.
Nothing. Didn't stabilize her neck. Nothing.
Mommy for nothing happened to me there.
I was like, what is going on? If it was me, first, you're not standing my child because my child's unresponsive.
You're not supposed to.
Right.
Let me ask you this. It's like, because you guys are in a small town, I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt. Is everything like voluntary? Like you got volunteer firefighters, volunteer.
No, they're paid. They're all paid. Everybody's paid.
Okay.
That's what's frustrating. So you have to go to school, and then from school, they pick you somewhere. We like that whole situation had me mad. I was mad yesterday.
Yeah, and you should be, because you're a parent whose child is a member of that team, and you care. And the fact of the matter is, you leave your child in their care, so to speak. Even if you didn't, you leave they're supposed to be able to take care of them. And that, for me, I mean, honestly, for me, I'd be like, you need to get this together. He can't be there. That's why, I mean, your response was the way it was supposed to be. That's what I'm saying. In the situations that I've been in here, everybody seemed to have responded. Like, everybody. But then you had all different type of folk there who EMS and doctors, all type of crap. But people, like, sort of, everybody converged. Oh my goodness, something's going on with the child. Everybody was there to find out what was going on. So it's good.
Yeah, but the other parents weren't like that. They was just like in their vehicle.
A lot of them say, which I'm okay with, because you're out the way. But there were probably another 6 or 7 vehicles of parents
there,
just standing there. Not, yo, you guys need something? Hey, let us know if you need something. Whatever.
Nothing.
Just
didn't even like help, like keep the other kids calm and make sure they stayed out the way. They didn't do any of that.
You got no city spirit.
What's going on?
You got no city spirit, man. What's going on?
Shit was weird. But like I said, shame on us for not having the training, and that's the real understanding that I want to get across. 35 people in here can hear me loud and clear. Get as many classes under your understanding belt as possible, because you might have to use it on somebody you love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Do that. And like I said, understand the signs of these common ailments.
Yep.
Asthmatics, diabetics. Those are 2 huge ones. People, how to treat somebody that's having a seizure, how to see a seizure before it happens.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sophia, no, we're not pulling Alex. I did speak to him about it today. He really wants to stick with it, but he also has to understand that I would be there, or Billy would be there for every track practice and every track meet.
We never missed a practice at all.
We don't.
And I was going to say, that's the difference. You guys are always there. And I told Erica that that's a good thing, that you always are present. Even if it's a situation where one can't be there, one is always somebody from Alex's team is there. His immediate is there. And y'all are very involved. Because I'm like you, Billy. I would be on the track. Like, they would be like, ma'am, you can't be. What? I am that parent. I'm that aunt. I'm that. If I'm coming to see somebody's kid play, I'm the person in the stands that they like, she needs to shut up. No, I don't.
As a parent,
I'm yelling at the coach. I'm yelling at everybody.
As a parent too, because I'm a parent of a young child right now, you should realize and understand, if somebody's out there watching, that all parents aren't like you. They aren't as attentive as you, and they aren't as involved as you are. So it may be, if you want to make yourself responsible, make yourself responsible. Because I'll make myself responsible to a point, but I always make sure that little Zach, got what he got, has what he had. If I were to see some kid in distress, I ain't gonna just be like, oh no, and nothing I can do. No, I gotta go see what's going on. But then I carry a medical pack, and I carry things like I try to make sure I have stuff like that. But realize that every parent is not as attentive as you would be with your child. So you gotta watch that.
And also, that's what I was upset. I was upset with myself because I do have a medical bag, and it should have been in my vehicle, or I should be bringing it to practice, and I didn't. And it could have helped, because I have everything in there necessary that could have helped, make things a little bit better for her. So I was upset about that.
Throw one in the car. That's why I keep an extra one in the car. There's one that stays in the car. You check it periodically, make sure everything is good. Always keep one in my go bag, a little small one, and there's a bigger one inside the car. And if I'm traveling, I take a big giant freaking trauma kit for traveling. So just throw one in the trunk.
Yeah.
And there's there's a lot of steps that we could have taken to better the situation, the scenario. Another big thing is knowing your limitations if something does go down around you. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to worsen it. and make it more difficult for the professionals when they do get there.
Yeah.
You know? So that's another part. We were 100% on the help side of that situation. You know, she held her and poured water on her and put the ice and shit like that. My thing was keeping everybody from crowding. You know what I'm saying? And I had to like get the blanket and shit because it was like ants and shit crawling on her. She didn't even feel it. You know, she could barely, you know, brush them off. Fucking gnat on her eyelid and shit. Like, yo, she just wasn't responding. Shit gets scary, man. Because
how is she doing?
She's home where they released her, but they had to give her IV. They had to get her temperature down. That was basically it. Her sugar and her dehydration. So she didn't eat. So her sugar was low, and then because she was dehydrated, they had to pump her with IV. But the coach was like, "Yeah, she has no practice today, but she'll do a half a practice for the rest of the week." What do you mean a half a practice? Oh, she'll be running a mile.
Hey, but that's up to her parents. Her parents.
That's what I was saying.
The parents are fine with, you know, continuing. So be it. You know, but all in all, at the end of the day, on this, it's just a track coach that wants a team.
Yeah.
You know, it's nothing more. They don't want to know what's going on at the kid's house. No. It's not like somebody said. I think it was Mira. It's not like it was back then.
I know.
In the 90s, where these parents got involved in these kids' life and they were family. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that.
No.
Then I would ask you that under those circumstances, how comfortable do you feel now? Because you can't be everywhere at every time. You can get distracted even if you are there. Something go on or whatever. How do you feel now?
Well, we had a rough go in the beginning with Alex, to where it was very similar to what happened with the young lady. And he hit the ground. He didn't hit the ground, but after his first track meet,
he almost passed out.
He didn't want to move. He was, you know, well responsive and all that. But that was enough for me to be like, "Hey, Al, if you don't want to do this shit, it's all good." You know, I wouldn't want him to continue in any manner that he is not ready for. And we go running just the same. So if it's just to get in, you know, good health, he can do it at his pace when he's ready. That's the tough thing that I have. I don't like to push him physically with pretty much any fucking thing.
Right.
You know, I'll challenge him. That's why he hurt his fucking chest doing push-ups and shit.
He's showing up for the girls.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So, you know, I'll challenge his abilities to entice him to do better or to do more, but I could care less if he's a track star or, you know, a scientist. You know, I'm fine with either one. What I'm not going to be good with is, like I said, a coach who wants to say that their team won. You know
right,
what I'm saying?
and that's all you. We've had coaches like that. Zach's had coaches that I did not like. I just didn't like them. I sort of let them know that I didn't like them. And you know, you're not a good coach. All you caring about is whether or not you gonna get a win. Ain't about the kids learning sportsmanship. Ain't about them learning the game. Just about you worrying about you getting a win. You a grown ass man. You worried about getting wins. It's not like you was a loser growing up. So that was the problem. That's just I've seen that before.
I was going to say exactly that, Zach. The whole purpose is team.
Right.
It's a team. Going from the coach to every person that's on it. They should feel like some type of like
family
community. Yes.
Yeah, these kids, they don't create that, at least for his immediate team. The high school kids are very good with the middle school kids, and they cheer them on. They talk to them. You know, they hang out with them. That's dope. It doesn't happen with the coaches. The coaches could give a fuck. Right. One thing that I noticed on their first track meet, and this kind of was a telltale sign, is the team itself as a whole didn't place for awards. After the track meet, they do awards.
Right.
Pelham school bus leaving out the parking lot. Y'all not gonna stay?
They just left. They didn't wait.
Nope.
That's good sportsmanship. But you hang around, and even if you didn't, you watch the other team.
On the other team, she does not do that. She's like, if we don't play, if they don't play, we don't stay.
That's what she sounds like. I'm just gonna say she sounds like a terrible ass coach.
That is terrible because you're teaching the kids that. You're teaching the kids that if I don't win, I'm out.
The only thing we got him in was in baseball. Even when he was in soccer, when he was real little, even if you lose, everybody go down the line. Good game, good game.
Yeah.
It's not personal. It's a sport. We lost this time. We won this time. That I don't like her.
Another thing that I don't like is when we went to school with, even if your parents was there, if you got on this bus, you leaving on this bus.
Yeah.
She's like, so you want to take your kid home? No, he's getting on the bus. The bus still got to go back to the school.
That's part of the team experience.
That's part of the team.
Right.
That, and it's actually that bus is showing that those kids are on there going and coming back.
Yeah.
It's like a roster that
right.
Yeah.
That coach would not like me.
He wouldn't like me at all, man.
So yeah, it gets frustrating, but like I said, man, topic of the day is what to do. Find out what to do, and that's where
even knowing what to do, knowing your, like you said, knowing your limits. Because somebody who's never done CPR, have you ever done CPR training?
Yeah,
I did training, but I never applied.
Hard.
Yeah,
so you do the training. You know how hard it's going to be. Like when I've done training, I literally had to get on the floor with the dummy and do the training. Right. To be there pumping somebody's chest for that long. It took 13 minutes for EMT, honey. That's a lot.
Your ass needs CPR by the time
you do. Exactly.
That ain't even fun. That's for real.
Hopefully you're not the only one there. Like, listen, I'm gonna pass this off. You gotta get that because I'm gonna pass out trying to keep this person alive. So you get down here and take my spot.
That's what you need. You hope that somebody else is there that you can take breaks because it's a lot.
Yep.
Coaches need to.
I feel the same way, fam. Also, don't believe that you're a former athlete.
Me either.
I think you're still very athletic, fam.
Right.
Yes. Joe, right. You really hope two or more people were there because CPR is exhausting. Just the training, I would be like, okay.
Yeah. And now the other thing is I'm guilty of not having training since I was in nursing school.
Okay.
That was you.
That was 97.
Damn, Billy, stop telling your age.
Now, see, my job pays for my training because I'm one of the people in the office that's trained to do it for if something happens in our office. Mm-hmm. But I think like the Red Cross, I don't think it's, I don't know because I've never paid for it, but I don't think it's that expensive.
Check with your local fire department, local police department. Sometimes they'll have free classes and stuff where you can just go and you can learn. But the Red Cross does offer them, and sometimes you got to pay for them, but they're not really expensive, depending on how in depth you want to get into. So they have like the first aid class, and then they have the first aid class with the CPR, and it sort of builds on.
Yeah,
you can just Google that.
Yeah,
yeah, but it was scary. It was scary to see somebody else's child go through that, and even though the aunt was there, it was still like, where's the mother?
Yes.
And as the aunt is trying to tend to her niece, she's still calling the mother. The coach is calling the mother. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, like, the school got to get a half a ring for me before I pick up.
No, here's the thing you got to think about, too, because I in my old age, I'm trying to get a little bit softer. I don't know what type of anxieties that person has. I don't know what's going on with what she's got going on. Right, what the mom has going on inside of her. Because even though she was there, she still stepped back and was letting auntie take care of things.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I've watched mothers who didn't know what the hell they were talking about, and they act like they knew everything, and they were just getting in the way because that was their baby. That's usually how mothers act. That's how I expect them to act. That's how I expect dads to act too. But you gotta have enough sense to be like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Let me back up and let the people who do know take care of stuff so my child can be okay. But, I give her the benefit of the doubt to a certain extent. Other than the fact that she should have made sure that child had their medicine on her when she was out there running around that track. You never know what can happen.
Yes. That part. All the coaches, staff,
that's how I feel.
In CPR. Yes. It should be. Especially in this day and age, because it can be something that's underlying that nobody even knows. Now kids are dropping just from a heart condition that's never been diagnosed. They're out, they're not even actively doing anything. They could be on a baseball field just waiting for the next play and just drop. Yeah, and nobody.
When little Zach,
what the heck?
When we had little Zach in soccer, it made us take like this concussion protocol thing we had to take online. We had to go take this thing and certify that we did this little class thing to make sure we didn't do that. And we weren't coaches or anything. We were just there. Had to go take this little course online or whatever. So that's why I don't get why this person wouldn't be trained or you're a coach or something. You need to have some sort of certification or something. I don't get that.
I agree with that. That should, and even if not, to not even have any kind of first aid kit is just irresponsible. It's just irresponsible when you are dealing with kids and they're running, like you said, through this track that's through the woods. Anything can happen. Yeah, I mean, they can step wrong and anything.
Yeah, and it's wild. There's a few sports that demand a medical knowledge, and track outdoors is hell of one of them. There's so many sports indoors, basketball and all that. You're a little more protected in a sense. But god damn, man, this is the most physical sport that the school offers. It's long distance running. That's the most dangerous shit in a South Georgia element or weather conditions. What the fuck?
Yeah.
So either way, we're gonna be raising our voices. Let's say.
You should.
Because the team is so small.
It is.
Our team are like what do you call this? The
middle school only
like
10. 10. It's 5 boys, 5 girls.
Well, y'all make sure y'all put the demand on that coach. And if that coach for some reason can't, then you need to get a different coach.
Well, I think we're gonna fly past that. I think we're gonna go.
I did speak to the coach, and she's like, and
she don't want no heat, and she don't want no extra work.
She didn't want the heat because I was like, hey, what's going on with yesterday's situation? What can we do to improve it? And she was like, well, all the coaches have to have a meeting with the the athletic director. I was like, well, she was no damn help. What's she gonna say? And she was just like, yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
The athletic director was there too?
Yeah, she came with nothing. She didn't bring the medical bag, no nothing. She was drinking her cold water in the background.
She took her water and poured it on the kid. Give me that.
Right. So, Jova, I've tried those AirTag things, and I can't get like accuracy on those.
Yeah.
Timings and all that is difficult. We'd have to spend a lot of money and have phones that are updated and all that shit. It could work, as a suggestion.
They have to get good phones, man. They have to get real good phones. Phones
ain't nobody. Ain't nobody.
But what we do is checkpoints, especially during the track meets.
We'll be doing.
Yeah.
Oh, the checkpoint. The
track goes anyway. I was about to say because I know I've talked to Erica and she's like, "Yeah, I have to be at this point and stuff like that."
So the track meets are. She's always doing checkpoints at track meets. Not
Sophia said. You know what Sophia said? And she's standing in the room in the thing, looking at everybody.
Right.
Yeah. So that type of thing, it's an eye opener because, it's not often that you're going to have a situation to respond to. But I'm glad everything did work out, and I'm glad that it happened in front of us because we have a voice to share with a community to say, hey, look into this. And there's a lot of people already, but there's a lot more that each person that already has some training, there's a lot more that they can get into. You know, like I said, CPR for me, 20 something years ago, I can use an update. Learning how to read these, what do you call them? These tools or whatever, you know, medical tools. Learning what numbers mean what should be where, and even to stop the bleed. I saw Alex take it. I saw Erica take it. I didn't do it myself, so I don't know what the feelings are. You know, what to feel for and all that. So, yeah, man, just all of to kind of, you know, take a step up and be able to make time for it. We make time for shit like this.
Yeah.
Why not?
Mira,
I would love to do the stop the bleed training.
Yeah. Mira, when somebody's overheating, you're supposed to give them room temperature water to get their levels, their temperature to level out. Ice water can put them in shock.
And so that depends on
you
where.
Always want to do room temperature before going to ice cold.
And that's going to be, you know, a hit or miss depending on what your elements are, how hot it is really outside, what kind of work the kid has been doing and all that. So you really want to use judgment, but pouring water on, you can shock a person, their blood, muscle atrophy, all that shit.
Yeah.
But it is the quickest way to bring a temperature down, and that's the quickest way to save brain cells.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Overheating, brain damage is usually close after that. You know?
And another thing that we did do, I know we did not want to move her, but we should have moved her out of the sun. We should have went into the shade with her.
You know
and
what?
that could have helped.
I don't even know where shade was.
It was shade a little bit, like maybe 10 steps down.
You sure?
Yeah.
Well, the biggest thing is you're not supposed to move.
You're not supposed to move her.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I know we wasn't supposed to move her, but just, you know, the seeing fucking EMS do what he did.
But maybe keeping an umbrella in your car, and then you can kind of shade someone that way.
Right.
You know, thinking out the box a little bit with that kind of stuff.
Hey,
I
you know what?
One in my car anyway, just because. But I probably wouldn't even have thought of it if something like that happened. Like, go get the umbrella. I wouldn't even thought about it, but that just came to mind.
We luckily I keep a blanket in the car. I don't keep it for no survival shit. I keep it in case I gotta fix the car while I'm on the side of the road.
Right.
But nevertheless, it's a soft, like cushiony mechanics blanket. Go to, what do you call these places?
Five Below.
No, like Ace Hardware, or not Ace Hardware. Advanced Auto or whatever.
Oh yeah, or
those thick black and gray.
AutoZone or something.
Yeah, AutoZone. You never know.
Go to Dollar Store and get you some tarps.
Yeah. The tarps. The tarps.
I was gonna say I got some. I definitely have tarps.
Yeah. But yeah, them situations. I wish we would have had more water out there. I had a towel.
You can do that too.
But I only gave, I gave them the water that I was drinking. Ice cold water, good and all, but that was the water for them to pour on her legs and shit like that. I wish I would have had more. I wish I would have had some granola bars or some sugar, some candy.
Like Zach said in the chat, M&Ms. I know a lot of adults who run like 5Ks, 10Ks, and they'll eat before they run. They'll have like peanut M&Ms. I guess the sugar from it helps them get through it.
And that's like it's a sort of a running joke, but that's what they gave me when I passed out. That's what BP had them give me. So I got some M&Ms. They went and got the M&Ms and made me eat the M&Ms because I didn't eat, and because it's got the sugar and everything in it. That's why I said it as a joke, but I do that now. When I go off for competition and I have it as real hot, I make sure I got a big giant bag of M&Ms. It's not a joke. It's just in case.
Just in case. Yeah.
When Zach has his games and it's real hot, always got a cooler full of water. I make sure I got snacks. You make sure you got sun umbrellas, all that stuff like that. Because you out, you make sure you got all that stuff.
Yeah. So I told her for the track meets, we're gonna bring orange slices for everybody and bagels, you know. And she was like, "Oh, that'd be great." So I asked one of the other parents that was standing there, and I said, "Well, what are you gonna bring? Because we could all just chip in and not bring the same thing." She was just like, "Well, I don't know. I gotta ask the coach what is okay for them to." Girl, bring water. Just bring water.
I don't, because I know. I'm just trying to think of how things are here. Like we had like a snack list. Like this week you bring the snack, and this week they bring the snack, and this week we had like a whole.
Here, Zach, they take the time to know what kids have an allergy or something.
Right, because you can't.
Right.
They
don't take the time to know that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we don't know anything about these kids.
Small town Georgia. I just found out another kid on the team has asthma today.
Oh, Cam. Yeah. Cam had an asthma attack playing football. So he does football and track, and he has really bad asthma. He had an asthma attack on a football thing. So then he would come to track practice just to walk. Because they would have had him practice over there. So the coach was like, "Well, you could walk around the track here." No, he cannot. If he can't participate in one sport, he can't participate in any sport until he gets medical clearance.
Look like they trying to get a lawsuit. So that's hurt somebody. That's what it seems.
True.
This
That's true. I definitely push electrolytes.
Ain't nothing to win on a lawsuit in this little ass town.
It's ridiculous. It's just,
and now you can even get the gummy electrolytes. Gatorade has them because when I did like the obstacle course race, and I at the end of it, I was probably had like a mile left, but I thought I was like, I can't make it. I was just crashing quick. And there was a guy walking, that was part of it, and he was going by, and he gave me some, and that helped me get through it.
Right.
Yeah, if you're a racer at a small town, you should know everything about everyone.
No, not us. No, I don't have the patience.
But you technically kind of do, Erica. You knew that girl had asthma. You're paying
attention about the kids.
Those 10 kids that's on that track. You're paying
attention about these adults too.
Oh, and Billy's cousins. Oh, Billy's cousins.
I ain't got no family down here. No family.
Billy's cousins over here.
This is all I do to her, and she hates it. That's it. That's all it takes. So either way, man, it's on us. At the end of the day,
yeah,
it's on us. Hey, Candace, what's going on?
Hey, Candace.
Hi, Candace. How are you?
You remember Candace?
Yeah, I remember Candace.
Sorry. It's on us to be able to react if it's our child or somebody else's. We come from a community of preppers, gun enthusiasts, and gardeners. And I think we should all have the ability to bounce off each other, to tell each other what we should have available and what we should learn. So a lot of these parents don't, they go home, they watch Sex in the City, or is that old? Atlanta Housewives.
Sex in the City's been for 5 years, man.
Yeah. They go home,
they going home and just they on their phones scrolling. They're not paying attention.
Watching mukbangs and shit. They don't have what we have. That's why this is so important for us to continue to show up for each other and support each other, so we can have conversations like this to enlighten each other and to learn at the same time.
Right.
So now, boom, here, watch me learn. I heard people say IFAC for like a year or two.
You didn't know what it was?
No. Nope. Just now.
I did
individual.
You didn't know what IFAC meant, Billy?
Nope.
I thought you did. I would have told you if you had asked.
Right. I did a whole video on what you should have in it.
I do want to take the Stop the Bleed training, though. I don't know. I have never done that.
They did that at Cincinnati Hospital for free.
Really?
Yeah, they do.
At the just the UC one? Which one?
Yeah. They give it up there for free. Just got to find out when it's the schedule, what time it is.
I know somebody who's a nurse there. I'll ask her about it. One of my cousin's wife, she's a nurse there. I didn't know that because I really would like to do that.
I'm gonna check down. I'm surprised they don't give it down here anyway.
They don't be doing nothing here.
There's a hospital right around the corner, man. I'm surprised at a main campus. I don't know. Let me check over there, see.
Hey, you know what though? There's somebody like they were saying earlier. You can go to the EMS buildings, to the fire departments. More than likely, they are giving and fire departments are probably the closest thing to most of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they'll do classes. They'll do individual classes.
Yep.
All you need to know is
I didn't know that, but that's good to know.
Yep. All you need to know is how to save time until the professionals do show up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Fuck around, you might be the professional.
Trained in almost all that she listed: the CPR, the first aid, the AED. I've been trained in all that, just not.
What's AED?
That's the
Wait.
I don't know what it stands for, but
wait. Oh, I was going to ask you.
I don't know the exact what it stands for.
Automatic something defibrillator or something.
It is. It's a defibrillator to shock the heart.
I was about to say it, but I said it had to do with the heart.
It's cool that you don't know. That's what we.
I don't know exactly what the letters stand for.
I don't remember for sure either. Electric defibrillator, but I don't automatic. It is automatic. Okay.
Yeah, automatic.
That's exactly it.
Well, so yeah, boom. Now, I've seen it in the movies. Clear. I don't know how to fucking use that, charge it. What if I touch two things at the same time and shit like that? No
you can get training for that though. So maybe that's something that the fire department or somebody will offer, because I did it through Red Cross. I did training for all that. And it's not that difficult.
Yeah.
To use once you do the training to see how to do it. It's not. Yeah.
So Ray Official at PTA only have 3 parents in it.
Oh no.
Our PTA is only 3 parents.
No.
That's it.
Well, now I'm not gonna lie, our public schools can be like that, because when my oldest was younger, I had custody of my niece as well. My niece went to public school, my daughter went to a charter school. And PTA was standing room only at my daughter's school. At my niece's school, when I went to PTA, it was me and one other set of parents. It was a husband and wife and me. That was it for this PTA. I was like, that's sad. Like, how do you know what's going on if you don't show up? You got to show up for the babies.
Yeah, here in these parts, where I am specifically, is usually full. People participate. People go to the school board meetings. It's kind of like, it's different. People are really in, like, the PTA or PTO or whatever they call it, will have like 1 million people there.
That's because they're paying for better school where you're at. That they pay that area is, they want to make sure their kids are getting what
I know my taxes are too damn high. I know.
They're paying for better school. So
Yeah.
they want that. It ain't nothing wrong with that. They want to make sure that the school, they're investing in their children, what their children will get.
That's true.
Let me ask y'all a crazy question.
Still complain.
Do you guys know how to stabilize a neck?
Stabilize the neck?
Yeah. There's a lot of injuries. And
I don't know. I know inside my big bag, I got this collar that you put on the person's neck and you sort of close it up or whatever to stabilize it so it can't move.
Now, Zach, we got a big ass bug out bag. We got like 5 of them shits.
Uh-huh.
I don't got no damn collar.
It ain't got no collar in it?
Nope. See, learning every damn time we come on this screen.
Hold on a second.
Don't put it on, Zach.
Hey, Patrick.
Hey, Patrick, Irie. But yeah, I'm gonna give them my medical bag. Well, I told the coach that I will refuse to give it to the school, that I will pass it down to the next parent, but I would dedicate it just to the track team, because we both felt, and one of the other parents felt like, if we give it to the school, it would go straight to the football team.
Yeah. You let your voice be heard. That team will get their own bag.
That was our fear for today. So it was like, let's just bring it to practice and bring it to the meet. And
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Why do you need to give it to anybody? You guys are one of you be there anyway.
Well, I'm just saying, when Alex, graduates or whatever.
I see.
The next responsibility.
I was gonna say, because I don't trust them they probably leave it at home.
Right. That medical bag gonna be old, funky, and stinking by the time he graduates.
Either way, I refuse to let the school have it, because just like the coach said, most of the things that they get money funds and stuff for, it does go to the football team. Football team in our county is number one.
Hey, last time somebody said hold on and blanked out their screen and the microphone, they came back with a fucking mask on.
That's true. I remember that. That was
mask.
Hot Tub.
What's his name?
Hot Tub Tony.
Hot Tub Tony. I ain't seen him in a while either.
Zach, don't pull no shit. I ain't ready to see that Lucha Libre shit.
Wait, if he's putting on his collar, your collar's somewhere around here.
Oh Lord. PG.
Stop. We're on the live. We got 30 more minutes of them.
This was actually a really good topic to talk about, though. Hey, Siege.
Oh, Siege, Mr. Goodlife. Oh yeah, I have to get one of those. I thought you was gonna put it on though.
No, it came in this bag. I ain't putting this on.
What else is in the bag? Was it just that?
No, it's a lot of stuff in this bag.
Oh, okay.
I mean, this bag has got tourniquets and all types of shit.
Wow.
Yeah, you need to organize it a little bit.
No, it's organized. I just pulled this out of it. That's why it's unorganized.
Oh.
I keep it on.
Look at that.
I know everything is. This is my
the nurse didn't have nothing.
Hey, Zach is the personification of talk about it, be about it, man. That shit is amazing.
You know, you got your tourniquets in here, your rats tourniquets. You got your different airway things. The whole airways look at different sizes from adult to kids. All this everything in here. All type of crap.
Nice.
Yeah, this is my big bag when I travel. I keep this with me in the car.
Hey,
I got little ones in the car too.
Hey, our medical bag is about this big.
Why you lies?
This mother about that big right there.
Where whose medical bag is that?
That shit got some Band-Aids and Vaseline. That's it. We need to step up our
That's in my medical bag. I don't let him lie to y'all like that.
Yeah. Did you see what Geneva said?
Geneva said she likes it. Geneva!
With your foolery today. Oh, go start the potatoes again.
Right, Ray.
I thought you were having baked potatoes.
I can't have potatoes.
You have broccoli and the fish then. But I wanted baked potato today.
Yeah, all that stuff. Keep me some tourniquets. All that. Like I got the North American whatever tourniquets. Then I got the rats tourniquets, and then you got the SWAT tourniquets. And I just started getting all that stuff from when I first started getting into this. You know, the medical bag I knew you were supposed to have, and you try to learn how to use the stuff that's in there. And
yep,
you just keep that stuff with you. Like the one that I have on the car is a little smaller one. It's an actual. When I got it, they called it an IFAC, but it has everything in it. It's got like quick clotting it and stuff like that. Because there's stuff that I take with me on the range. Someone gets shot, and then you got in the bag, you got the compression stuff. Well,
right.
Well, I started keeping that stuff with me. It's probably been about 5 years now. I've been keeping all this stuff.
Yep,
that's good.
And you go through it periodically and make sure that's not expired.
You should be sharing that. That's content, Zach. That should be a video.
I'm a good
your manager.
You know, always telling me I gotta make a video.
I do. Listen, I told Erica I had sent you a message telling you that about a video you need to do, and I said it wasn't a question. Check the punctuation. Right. You didn't do the video yet.
Sophia, I actually ordered that off Walmart.com. That's where I ordered that back from.
Hey,
that's a company called Lightning. So I forget them, but you can go to them directly, and they sell all different type of medical kits. I mean, from like that one was like $3 something. Then you can get them even more bigger than that. Like I mean, they're professional grade medical kits.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
3 what?
300.
300?
It's professional grade. The company, that's what they do. Yeah. It's a professional grade kit. Like an EMT. You go on their website. You can buy that and take it in your truck with you of your EMT, and it's got everything in that you need. This from the scissors, the cut stuff, everything is in it. It's a full kit.
Whiteside and Candace, I believe they sell first aid as well.
Yeah, they sell IFAKs.
Yeah, so if you guys are still listening, you guys can drop your website.
Yeah, and they have online classes.
Yeah.
It's a rat tourniquet. That's what it's called.
Pardon me, but I'm not familiar with the term rat tourniquet, and I don't know what the difference is from a regular one, nor what situation to use it for.
You see what Pam said?
You have some people that'll say you shouldn't use them, but I've had people say that.
The rubber ones, because the rubber ones is supposed to be for drawing blood, but the cloth one with the stick.
So
yeah, there's different ones for different reasons.
Now the one that everybody talks about really, and that the police carry stuff on these.
It's that one. Yeah.
You gotta make sure you get them from North America and whatever, because like Amazon, I've actually bought them off Amazon, and then Amazon a few months later sent me my money back and told me to destroy them because they were counterfeit. These I got American stuff. I forget the name of the company. It's written on it. I can't see it, but these are like I have like 2 of these in this bag, and I got 2 of them on the car, and I got a bunch of these. I keep them.
Yeah,
the type of stuff that BP.
I wouldn't get them off of Amazon.
You know, Joe Bobby knowing all the things.
You know that.
That's what RAT stands for.
Thank you, Joe. My SWAT tourniquet is out in the car. I will show you that one too. It basically is like a long, like rubber stretchy thing. You can use it like a tourniquet. It's called SWAT tourniquet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are enlightening things. So if a situation goes down and Zach says, "Go in my bag, get the rat tourniquet," I'm fucking bringing back a handful of shit.
I am too.
What the fuck I'm going
to bring the whole bag.
Bring all of it. Yep.
The thing was, when we were in Houston and I passed out, I had that bag in my truck. I didn't think about it at all because I was the one that was passed out.
Now we know when you travel, you carry it. So now we know.
Dude. Thank you, Joe. See, it's the cat tourniquet, and it says it on there. You got the cat, you got the rat, and the SWAT. If there's another one, I don't know. But I know that the preferred one seems to be the cat tourniquet. And I've seen people talk about not using the rat tourniquet. But if I didn't have anything else and all I had was the rat tourniquet, you can use that to stop somebody from bleeding.
Yeah.
And that's why I always carry a marker too. One of the things that I always carry a marker is because I keep a marker with my tourniquets, because when you put a tourniquet on, you should put the time on it that you put it on there. So you know when it was applied.
I don't know how long they're supposed to be on. Or like what's like, hey, take that motherfucker off and let the blood go through, or what? I have no clue.
Well, no, you let them know because you can end up damaging the person by doing that too, because they'll know how long there's been no blood to that particular. Because the thing is, you want to stop the blood from flowing. So that means the other part of your leg or arm or whatever ain't getting no blood.
Yeah.
Well, you need to know the time, because if I gotta wait a long time, so when the EMS shows up, ideally. So you can get the person, even if you got to take them. So when you get there, hey, I put this on at just such a time. This is what time it is now. So the medical staff should know what to do and know how to operate.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There you go, Joe. See, Joe knows about using this stuff too. This is stuff that I don't practice. You don't practice it. Stuff that you get in and I don't practice it, and I probably should. But it's I know enough to know if somebody had a hole in them or something was going on. I know I need to get above it and I need to stop the bleeding. If someone's got some sort of bleeding chest wound, that's what the chest does. That's in the car. I ain't going outside to get that. But it's like you can, and a lot of this stuff you can get. I'm saying you can get it from Amazon, or you can just go to a medical supply place and buy this stuff. I keep gunshot wound stuff in my car all the time because I'm always out somewhere shooting. I never know. I might have to put it on myself.
That's true.
Kentucky Ballistics was, luckily he was on the range with his dad when that 50 cal blew up. And it put a hole in his chest. And he took his thumb, all he had with him. That's why he stuck his thumb in his chest, because he didn't have anything else. And if he hadn't done that, he probably would have died. That's what they told him.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot to know out here, man.
Yes.
You know what? And this sounds, I don't want to separate anybody, but when we get into the gun talk and going to the range and all that, it's a very dangerous environment.
Hell yeah.
But you know what else is super duper dangerous? Somebody going out into a garden or a field by their damn self.
That can be dangerous.
Broken heat, with elements, with snakes, with anthills, all that shit.
Yep.
You think, I'm just a gardener, like no big deal. You better learn too.
That's what I keep in the car, bro. I still.
One of the things that you can really do as a gardener is be out there on them hot days, just too long.
Yeah,
a lot of things, you're right.
Wheelbarrowing. There's a lot. Homesteaders, there's a lot of shit. And you're generally homesteader, you're asking to be alone pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Which means you're going to be hard to find if they find you. So this is the type of shit that we need to start learning, because like I said, it might be your loved one on the other side of that job, that movement,
Yep.
Yeah, it's something, because we keep all this stuff, and every once in a while I'm looking at it. I'm going through the car and I'm like, damn, I got all this crap in here. But you never know when something's going to happen. Me and Little Zach were driving, I forget where we were going, and we were driving down the street, and I saw this lady just laying on the sidewalk, and somebody was there trying to pick her up. So I'm like, oh shit. I quickly made a U-turn and go back, hey, y'all need help or whatever, to see the lady was bleeding or whatever. I'm like, oh, hold up, I got something for that. You get your little stuff out the car. Here's a bandage, keep a little in my other pack in the car. I got a little saline water or whatever. You got to change them out every once in a while because they do expire. But if you need to rinse a wound off or something like that, you got your tape and all that stuff, you can help. It's not always going to be a life or death situation. It could just be something where somebody needs the bleeding to stop so they can just feel more comfortable. Hey, I got you. You're going to be all right or whatever. That's what ended up happening. He just helped her get up off the ground, cleaned her up, and then we got back in the car and kept moving.
Right. Mm-hmm. And gloves. Don't buy dark gloves. Make sure your gloves are light, because
the EMS had black gloves.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
When you buy IFAKs and stuff, black gloves be in. I've bought IFAKs and it comes with black gloves in them.
Yeah.
Really?
Dumbest thing. So if anybody has a medical bag at home,
right,
get the black gloves and throw them shits out. Get you some blue gloves or some of the skin color tan type of gloves.
Use some white gloves.
White gloves. If there's a blood situation, for one, you want to know that there's blood. When you touch somebody's body, you want to know where the blood came from.
Right.
When you have black gloves on, the last thing that you're going to see is blood. You might be trying to help a person breathe better, not realizing you're rolling them onto a gunshot wound or something like that.
And like Joe Boss said too, make sure that they're latex free. You never know if a person is allergic to latex.
Yeah.
Right.
Sophia, I'm gonna be looking into the Stop the Bleed immediately.
You let me know, Gina, if you find that. We can do that stuff.
Because I know, like I said, I know somebody at UC Hospital. I also have a cousin who's a firefighter, so I'm going to look into both avenues.
I'm trying to look.
I don't know if the fire.
I'm gonna check Miami Valley around the corner. Miami Valley South is right around the corner. So I'm gonna check them to see. They're big giant. They got a freaking helipad there.
Miami Valley South is big in size, but they don't have a lot of stuff.
They closed the maternity ward there.
That's because they couldn't handle anything but I don't want to say perfect because that's what I was about to say, but a birth with no complications. Because my daughter's doctor was out there, and because she had a complication, and they had told us ahead of time. He said if something comes up, you will have to go to the main campus, and that's where we had to go. They can't handle anything that's outside of just routine there, period. No matter what it is. They have no surgical, no nothing. They just have
that's like the hospital that's near us. So the one that's closer to us is not a triage hospital. You will have to drive an hour away to go to that hospital. So most of the time, if there's something dramatic happens, you getting airlifted. Because
that's what would happen with you guys, Zach. You would have to be airlifted.
Now, if you have an emergency, you can go to South.
You got an emergency. It can't be life-threatening emergency. So say, for instance, you're in a really bad car accident, you're getting airlifted. You're going to the main campus.
They'll take you to Kettering or Miami Valley because Kettering is actually close.
They're only going to take you to the Valley. Kettering really doesn't have as much trauma either. They do, but they don't.
Okay.
Miami Valley, which is sad because I hate Miami Valley.
They're the only level 1 trauma
center. I don't like that hospital, but they do have the trauma center.
Are they the only level 1 trauma center in the area? I don't have to go away over there.
And I don't like that hospital. When I say I don't like it, I can't express enough how much I don't like it. I actually get irritated whenever I have to go into it. That's how much I don't like it. Hey, Big Riz.
No, Riz.
Billy, this doesn't help me. Let me see if I can get it. Oh yeah, how do you do that though? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to share Whiteside's IG with everybody.
Only 12 in the whole state, you know.
I didn't think it was that many, but I know somebody's kids who just got in a really, really bad car accident. I want to say it was like Tip, and they had to be airlifted to the Valley.
Wow. We got one in Toledo. You see.
Is it one in Springfield?
Miami Valley. Oh, Miami Valley in Dayton.
Yeah, that's the main one.
The one right here is only level 3.
Yeah, they're in the air fryer.
Mm-hmm. I only knew that, like I said, because my daughter's doctor was there, but it's a very nice hospital. I like South. It's one of the nice. It's really nice.
Billy had put Whiteside's Instagram in the chat. He does online classes. Whiteside and his team does first aid, stop the bleed, ham radio, and something else. They do something else. But check him out. I know, like I said, he does the online classes as well. If you're in Georgia, in by the Atlanta area, I know he does like in classes also where you guys can
just follow them on Instagram because sometimes they show up at certain events and do it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They will be at the pit on the 16th, and then they're doing something else at the pit October 30th. No, 23rd, I think it is.
So it looks like the actual Stop the Bleed people actually have a new online course. What I'm looking at.
See, I would want to actually do it. I don't know if I want to. I can see the visual of seeing how it's done, but I want to hands on it. Like I've seen video from their post of what they do, and I want to know that
you're able to do it.
I'm able to do it.
Mm-hmm. That's the skills only course they call it.
But Alex and I did a short class with them at the Nagy event.
They posted what they also do. He said we also do tactical emergency casualty care, and that's on October 28th at the pit.
Mm-hmm. But definitely check him out. If you cannot find anything in the area, he does online classes. Him and his team do online classes. You can sign up and take them as well. So, and he's him and Candace. I was about to call her Cassandra. Sorry, Candace. They're very cool, down to earth people. I like them a lot. So, yeah. But I'm glad the little girl's okay. It sucked that it went the way it went, but I'm happy that we was there to help out, and we wasn't in a panic, and was able to actually have a few things from out of our vehicle to help them out. So.
Yeah, man. But the biggest part is, like I said, for it to happen, for us to bring a message back to spread.
Yeah, and also for you to take something away from it, because now you know what you need, what you feel like you need to do for yourself to get your knowledge up, so that if it's only to take care of Alex, if something goes wrong, you have some knowledge in what to do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, man. But yeah, hopefully everybody in here will just at least look into it. Hopefully this piqued your interest.
Yeah.
Hopefully that bag of goodies that Zach just sat up there on that table.
Yes.
You're like, oh shit. There are people out here that that back up what they preach, that back up what they say. You know what I'm saying? And it's just that easy for each and every one of us to be able to do a part for ourselves and for our loved ones. That's major to me.
Yep.
Give me one of them infrared lights, like Joe said, for finding bleeding. In the dark, find me one. I don't have one of those. I find the blood's gonna be because I put my hand in it.
I do have. Well, we got 2 infrared lights.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought to use it for bleeding.
What I'm saying, are they like any sort of special light or just regular IR light you need?
I mean, ours costs like $10.
That's what I'm wondering. It could just be that simple.
Yeah. As long as you got good batteries in it.
That's old technology,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The reason we got ours is to read the fucking, what do you call those? Those prints, those
stamps. Yeah, like you go in the club.
A stamp. Yeah. That's the reason we had it for the meetup last year. But we went out with a couple.
Yeah, those kits were really cheap.
Yeah.
Online, he said just regular ones to work. You don't need nothing special. So you already got what you need.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right.
I can put one of those in the bag. It's in your top drawer.
It is next to the other flashlights.
Billy collects flashlights. Everybody is retarded.
Ain't nothing wrong with extra flashlights.
Hey, watch that. You can't say that word. You cancel.
Yeah, you said it earlier though.
I know. I apologize to everybody that I offended. How about that? But this was a good conversation. I enjoyed this one. We needed to vent.
There's nothing wrong with it. You need to do that sometimes. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, because I was like, maybe I'm just being a little dramatic. But after everybody's response to what was going on, I'm glad I wasn't acting dramatic.
Mm-hmm. And not to mention the fact too, I heard you talk about they gave a boy medicine and they weren't supposed to.
Right.
You're not supposed to do that. You should go up to the school and raise hell over that.
I am. I'm going tomorrow.
I only say that because I would.
Yeah.
Hush,
fam.
Right. I'm not worried about you, fam. But he came home all like, so let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you the tea, Mom, so you could go up to the school. No, you need to stop doing damn push-ups anyway in the middle of class. I was like, so you just got up in the middle of class? he was like,
"You better be happy I don't live."
I can't get mad at the boy because I know why he was in there doing the push-ups. He's just a healthy young man out there. Listen, you can't get mad at him. Get mad at him because he didn't listen to you. Don't get mad at him because of why he was doing it. Get mad because he didn't listen to you.
All of the above. He better be happy I don't live in that city. I am that person that will show up. My daughter tell her people too that she like, my mom will show up. I will. I will show up. Don't test me.
Oh, 2A, you need to stop. Zach, you see 2A's comment?
What do you say?
Look, you got to read it because I'm not going to put
it.
I ain't even read it. I ain't even saying comment.
I'm not even putting it on the screen.
I'm not commenting on that.
They don't forget nothing in these YouTube streets. They forget
that's horrible. I know this video, didn't he? I don't know what happened to him. That's
he
weird.
Got rid of his page and everything.
That's weird. Hey, listen, man. It is what it is.
Hilarious. This was good though, because I feel like I took, even though it was, about what happened, I did take some stuff away from that and just, being prepared. Things that I wouldn't have thought of. Like I told you, I'm the parent that's very active with anything that my kids are involved in, but I can't say that I'm always prepared to deal with every situation either.
Right.
I'm
present. I am present.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm there.
Yeah, nobody's prepared to deal with every situation. Nobody.
Yeah. Well, that's true. But I mean, even with that, I probably would have dealt with that situation the way you guys did, tried to cool her off and things like that. But I probably would have been so irritated. I don't know how calm I would have been with how the coach and everybody is not prepared to. I would have probably been so irritated that you would have just wanted me away from it. Because I would have been yelling at them. Like, how do y'all not get somebody here to help her? Like, this baby is not responding.
Right. Well, that's why we was there, and that's why the nurse, her aunt, was there. It was, like I said, it was frustrating. But the only thing you can do, again, is deal with the situation. You can't get frustrated about everything else. You can only take those mental notes and then call your friend and be like, friend, let me tell you about what this did happen. Because
I don't have the capacity for someone to depart this world on my watch. I don't have the capacity to hold that.
Right.
I just don't. So I would be freaking out.
I understand. But at that time, I couldn't sit here and look at the coach and then athletic director and be like, what the fuck? And this, like I told Billy, it would have been easier for somebody to say, put her in the vehicle and drive her that whole 7 minutes to the nearest hospital while the nurse is in the back doing what she needs to do to make sure she has some type of response instead of us waiting that whole 15 minutes. Because I feel, my personal opinion is, if we don't have the necessary things at hand and we don't know. My other issue was 911 did not stay on the phone through the whole thing. That was another thing I was very confused about. It was like, we told them where we was at, we told them the situation, and they was like, okay, we have an EMS truck on the way. That was the end of the 911 call.
Maybe they couldn't. Maybe they couldn't.
But I've never known them not to stay on the phone until EMS arrives. I've even had to call for my husband when he's passed out here, and they don't hang up with me until
EMS just in case there's
we have a huge 911 center too. We got like a regional 911 center too.
True. That's true.
So if they got like small, you call in somewhere small, and they may not have the capacity. It might be like, we get stuff rolling, but we can't stay with you.
Woo.
That's true.
That's true.
Because my thought was, what happens if it did get worse? Do we have to call them back? So
maybe.
No, Urban, I'm going tomorrow. I'm not waiting for the next meeting. I'm going tomorrow because there's too many concerns, and I won't be able to sleep well, and I don't work on their time. I feel like at this point you working on my time. There's too many red flags to just let it go. And like I said, the heat is not going to let up anytime soon for us. So
yeah, I have something I want to say outside of this subject. Zach, I need another color.
Well, that's come. I was gonna wait until it got cold.
No, I need it for next summer.
Well, I'll do something before next summer, but I want a hoodie for the winter.
Okay.
But I'll do something before next summer.
Because I need something for the meetup. I need another color for the meetup.
I thought I put red out there.
Red?
I did red. Yeah, I'll come up with something.
It's summer. Yeah.
I definitely want some hoodies. So what up, Mike? I definitely want a hoodie.
Hey, Mike.
My favorite time of the year is when it starts getting to the cold time.
Yeah. Fall is my favorite season.
Yep.
When do we start wearing hoodies? December?
Probably.
Right. Put them on in January and take them off in February.
Yeah.
Some BS.
Hey, Lito going out? Zach?
I ain't heard no word, so I'm gonna assume no. I haven't heard anything, so I'm gonna assume the answer to that question is no.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Must be no. Ain't heard nothing.
All right, guys. We're gonna end this so I can finish cooking. Billy's sugar's dropping, and we don't want him to pass out.
Is the insurance paid? Maybe we do.
Damn.
Evening, boy.
Oh, let's talk about Billy going back to doing ice cream at night, every night now.
What?
Nah, tell them the truth. Tell them the truth.
I sent you to get a ginger ale, and you came back with some ice cream sandwiches.
Erica, tell him what I said yesterday when you told me that. Tell him what I said.
Oh, I forgot. What did you say?
I said it's okay, but he can only have one. You shouldn't be eating multiple.
You can only have one. Don't be trying to hold up your pants.
I've been telling him that. I've been telling him moderation and all things in moderation. I've been telling him that.
That's your your evening treat.
I don't think
but he starved me. He listen. He's not gonna do nobody's frozen yogurt.
All right. Hold on.
I don't like frozen yogurt either, though. I've tried it. I don't like the consistency.
You're gonna fall. You're gonna fall.
I'm doing good.
Okay.
I'm on track.
Flip that around and you might be at mine.
I can't.
No, I'm just kidding. That's not that bad.
He's doing good. He ain't been drinking a whole bunch of soda. He been drinking his water. He ain't been eating all them damn Skittles and stuff. He been doing good. I can't say that he's not. He's been doing real good.
He has been. He has been. But
it's a slippery slope. So just be careful.
There should have been no reason for him to replace the ice cream. He should have.
There was sugar free. Fudge bars, ice cream, or whatever the fuck. So sugar free ice cream.
But you got all that sugar sitting next to you.
I know she's so sweet, but she's so sour at the same time.
Hey, JQ.
JQ, wow,
somebody else came in. Hey, family man.
New York City.
I've heard about. Do we have Blue Bunny here? Yeah, I think we do have Blue Bunny.
But it ain't good anyway. I don't like it.
It's not. It's another one that's in Texas. It's Blue something.
I know you're talking about.
No, that's
the one in Texas. They sell it at Fleming's. I didn't like it when I had it there.
See, I never had it, but they claim it's like the best ice cream.
There's another company.
Not
that, what's this
Blue
called?
Bell. That's what it is. Hey, Jada,
Gina, Grader's is better than Bluebell.
Oh, really?
Grader's is better than Bluebell.
Okay.
Oh, hey, 10.
Hey, 10. You know what I saw? I think I saw 10 in here earlier.
She snuck past me.
Yep.
She damn sure was in there.
He did call her a Sour Patch Kid mirror.
Yeah, I told Billy when Billy gets here, there's one day y'all and none of y'all gotta go. Just me and him gonna go, and I'm gonna take him somewhere, and none of y'all are going with us. I'm gonna take him.
Tell me what day that is, and I'll pick up Erica.
Right. Billy knows where I'm going. Billy not gonna go. Billy knows where I'm going. Just me and him going. Nobody else.
That's right.
I ain't gotta go. Erica got my number. Just call me Erica when he pick him up.
She ain't gonna know where we went. She gonna say, "Oh, they went to go do this. They went to." She ain't gonna know. We're gonna be right there. He gonna be enjoying himself.
Just me and Zach. You bring the collar. I'll bring the mask.
Take him to the spot.
Man. I think it's called Halo. Or I think Halo ice cream is.
It is
very simple.
Yeah, Halo. It actually tastes pretty good too.
Yeah, I like it.
Got a lot of different flavors.
But no soda. You know, I've been strictly water. I had a couple sips of a clean smoothie, like a fruit smoothie.
But that's made with real fruit and stuff, so that's not bad. It wasn't syrup; that was real fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing's better than Bluebell. Yeah, you Texans think so. It's not true.
Mm-mm.
I can't fuck with yogurt. I can't fuck with frozen yogurt or regular yogurt.
Either.
I don't even like the word yogurt.
I love yogurt.
Spell that shit.
I like regular yogurt. I don't like the frozen yogurt.
Yeah, one place
frozen yogurt.
It was called Green Orange Frog or something. It didn't last long.
Okay, that's different. That place, because when we were at Myrtle Beach, we went there, and it's like a soft serve.
It's frozen yogurt. It's frozen yogurt. It's not regular ice cream.
I didn't eat any, but it looks good.
I don't want to be fooled.
You say you don't want to be fooled? You wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
Nah,
just like
I could tell by the way it fall in the cone. I could tell. Fuck
that's
that.
A fat boy.
I know,
ain't
it? Goddamn.
Just the way it lays in the cone
and stuff like other places. So you kind of the place that we went to, you make them yourself. So you put the flavors of yogurt you want in it, and then you put whatever toppings you want. Yeah, I didn't taste it though, so I can't. My daughter said it was good though.
The one that was here closed down. It was there. It's not there anymore.
See, I didn't know we had one.
It was up in up off of 48 in the big, you know where the big Kroger is up there.
Yeah,
it was one right in that shopping center there.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I don't go over there that often, but I didn't know that.
Yeah, you know that's my neck of the woods.
Oh, you're talking about, you know what? I'm thinking about this way. You talking about South.
Yeah, with Dairy Queen Dairy Queen's over there, High Burritos, the Goodwill.
I know what you're talking about. I'll never be over there.
You know, that's my neighborhood.
Yes. That's why I was thinking 48 North.
No, South. 48 South.
That's why when you said that, and there's a big Kroger that way too. And I'm like, I ain't never seen that.
Yeah, they didn't last long. There was one down here too, right by me on Wilmington too. It didn't last long. It just sort of came and went. Didn't do well.
Yeah. See, now I do go over in that area because I go to Costco.
Our ice cream place closed down at 4:00.
Yeah, like 4 in the afternoon.
Yeah, 4:00. Our
I
ice cream place closed.
I'm a fan.
They got little places like that. They got the spot in Springboro. I don't know if you ever been there, Gina. It's called K&R or something like that. Mm-hmm. It's right off of 73 in Springboro. And then they got the other little spots, the homemade. Used to have the homemade ice cream spot over there north.
Listen, didn't I just say we don't have this stuff?
In Harrison Township.
That's why I be fucking up. That's why I be fucking up.
I'm in Harrison Township. That's where I live at.
In front of me just talking
like Fox Cleaners, I don't know if it's still there.
It's still there.
There was a place that made homemade ice cream, nigga. I used to live over there.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
We
in here trying to walk the straight path. Y'all talking about
we're giving you all the baby spots. You can't do that with that.
You know what? First things first, in our little town, like I was telling everybody, because y'all was having your own side conversation, our ice cream spot closes at 4:00.
I heard you say
kids come out of school,
here too.
Get their damn ice cream, and then they close the doors.
We have places like that here too. Like we have places here that only are open during the summer months. Yeah. There's one place that's real good. They got everything there. It's only open during the summer.
I'll only deal with this so much longer, Zach. Fuck, man.
We don't
moderation, brother. I told you.
Nah, I'm good with what I can get. Believe it or not, my cheat snack or food or whatever is granola bars.
That's not a cheat snack.
Oh, it's a cheat snack for me.
He eats a lot of granola bars.
I know. So Zach.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he has leftovers to bring to work.
Yeah.
Did you bring your leftovers today?
It didn't work out today, babe. It didn't work out.
So you didn't eat your leftovers. So you had what, 5 granola bars instead of just having your lunch.
We had like plain chicken wings last night and salad. And she take these hot ass chicken wings and say, I'm gonna make you a plate for tomorrow, and put the salad and the hot ass chicken wings on top of the motherfucking salad.
No, I like the wings cool down before putting them in there.
No, so you wilted the lettuce.
Gone. Well, that shit look like.
So you didn't check it this morning? You didn't want to switch out.
But you still could have ate the chicken and just not eat the salad.
Right. So you didn't eat anything but ate 5 granolas?
I'm not giving you a pass.
I didn't even ask. But it's funny because every day we talk about what we have for lunch. Today we didn't talk about lunch today, really.
No.
We didn't talk about lunch today. We always try to decide what we have for lunch. We didn't talk about lunch.
That's why he didn't talk about it, because he didn't eat this chicken and salad.
Right. So you can't be doing that. Billy has a habit of taking his medication and not eating right. It just
Do you not like leftovers?
No, leftovers is great.
Let's get to the bottom of the problem.
No, him and Alex barely eat leftovers.
Billy likes leftovers because we be talking like, oh man, I gotta find me a microwave. Or he be out on the road, I gotta find me a microwave somewhere at the gas station. He always say that to me all the time. All the time, America. You say that.
This must be Debate Wednesday. Debate Wednesdays. All we do is argue on Wednesdays.
Debate Wednesday.
We're gonna call this Debate Wednesdays.
I'll be on the phone for an hour and talk about. I'm gonna look for a damn microwave and be an hour before I can find one. I'll be on them leftovers.
Don't worry. I told you I was gonna get you a what did you call those?
I was gonna say get one of those to keep it warm.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
That is a true statement. You've been looking for microwaves. That's the truth.
Then you ain't got to worry about nobody's microwave. You got your own thing.
And you can
they got ones that will plug into your cigarette lighter thing. Mm-hmm. It's like a little crock pot. I have a mini crock pot in my office. Erica was laughing at me because I have an air fryer. I have all the things. Don't play with me. I'm not going to be.
You got an air fryer and a crock pot in your office?
In my office, not in this office.
And every lunch, every time we on the phone during our lunch, they be coming in and we smelled something. We had to come see what
they do every single time, and I'll be like, "Why y'all got to keep coming in here? Y'all know, getting on my nerves."
You got some damn chili and dip.
Right.
It's a fucking Tuesday. What are you doing?
Today it was red beans and rice. I had some red beans with smoked turkey and rice. And I put it in my little crock pot and warmed it up and let it cook it. Well, not cook, but warm up in the crock pot all day until my lunch. And then I had it for lunch.
You got a crock pot in the office. Lobby day.
It's little.
Hey, I don't give a damn what size it could fit in your pocket. Is the crock pot in the office? I'm trying to turn it down or shit.
I got a crock pot at the house I don't hardly use. You got one in your office.
And an air fryer. And my little blender if I want to make a smoothie. Don't play with me. And my mini fridge. So there we go.
So So we might as well just full on say you got a kitchen. You got a service kitchen in your
I
goddamn
don't.
I couldn't work in the same office with her. He's like, what you doing in my office? I knew you had some cold in your drink. That's why I'm here.
Gina being all the time. I'm cooking bacon and pressing a t-shirt. How the fuck you get all this?
What's funny? You say that. Last week I made some bacon in the air fryer. Everybody in the office like, who got bacon?
They be going in there asking us stupid questions. You know what time it is? You know she in there cooking.
Every time I be like, y'all just coming in here to see what I'm doing. But the thing is, Zach, I've been trying to be on track, so I gotta have ways to make sure that I stay on track if I'm gonna eat the thing.
That's actually a good idea. If you can do it, that's a good idea. You set yourself up to win. So even when you're not home, you can still get in what you need to get in.
Yeah.
Yep, that's good. What's them little heating bags called?
With the heat, y'all.
I told you I'm about
right, Mike.
This is like a travel warmer.
Yeah.
A heating bag?
It's like a travel warmer, right?
Oh.
Like you can plug it into the lighter or put batteries.
Oh.
Right here.
Ray said he has a small microwave that works in trucks. Works in his truck. Do what you got. Right, Geneva. I'm trying to get it together. I've been doing good. I told Erica and Billy they've been motivating. I've been doing good.
I was telling him that I was thinking about getting him one of these.
That's the one I'm looking at right now.
Is that the little lunchbox warmer? Does that plug in?
Yeah. Yeah.
That almost looks like my crock pot.
Guys, we're gonna end this live. I appreciate everybody. We're gonna talk backstage about Gina and her crock pot and her small kitchen and stuff as I finish cooking.
Listen.
But on a serious note, guys, for real, we gotta learn how to do our medical. Get your medical together. Make sure you have, one in your car, one in your bug out bags. Just always have one around. You never know when you're gonna need it, or make sure you know how to use half the stuff or all the stuff in your bag as well. You just don't want to pull up and have everything but not know how to use it as well. So great live. I appreciate you, Tina and Zach, for coming up. Billy, thank you for being my co-host for today. This is different.
You did good. You did good.
Bye.
Thanks. This is my first time. I'm actually really shy.
I could tell, but you did very good.
Let me see that shirt again, Gina.
This guy.
No.
I pulled it up this time because you was acting a fool. I'm like, look. Shaking.
Why that shirt dry?
Billy.
Hey, y'all have
seriously, y'all. I put it in there earlier. Go to myflyfamily.net. Check out the merch.
Thank you, Gina.
They be dropping it like it's no big deal.
I'll put it in before we leave. What is it? myflyfamily.net.
She didn't even know what it is. She said, what is it?
I didn't even know they had merch, Zach.
Oh, I knew.
She just threw it out casually one day.
We always had the merch.
They had it for a while.
Yeah.